Looking here at some simultaneous equations. 6x plus 3y equals 21 and 2x plus 3y equals 17. Both the x's will be the same value and both the y's will be the same value. When we're doing simultaneous equations, we're looking at things like factors and multiples and seeing what we can divide or what we can multiply that will make things a little more equal. In this case, we have two lots of 3y. Because they're both positive 3y's, we can subtract them so that we don't have any y's left, and that will help us to work out what the x's are worth. So if we subtract these, 6x take 2x leaves 4x, 3y take away 3y leaves you with nothing, and 21 take away 17 leaves you with 4. So now we can work out what the x's are worth. 4x is the same as 4, and 4 divided by 4 is 1, so x equals 1. Now to find out what the y is worth, we put that x value back into one of those equations. I always choose the one with the smallest numbers if I can, it just makes it easier. So here 2x plus 3y is 17, and we know that each of those x's is worth 1. So if we have 2x, that's 2 times 1. So that is equivalent to just 2. Now we add on what's in the rest of the equation. So 2 add 3y is 17. Using the method for the equation, if we take that odd 2 away, we'll be left with the y on one side of the equal sign and the number on the other. So now, having taken away that 2, we have 3y equals 15. Now we can work out what y is by dividing 15 by 3, and that's 5. X equals 1 and y equals 5. If you want to pause the video and have a go at this one, 5x plus y equals 21, and x minus 3y is 9. What are the values of x and y? We have a choice here. We could either multiply that bottom equation by 5 so we get the same number of x's, or we could multiply the top one so that we get a positive 3y, which will cancel out the negative 3y. So I'm going to use that option, and I'm going to multiply that top equation by 3. So 5x times by 3 is 15x. 3 times y is 3y, so I'm adding that on. And don't forget to multiply the other side by 3 as well. 21 times by 3 is 63. Now I have 15x plus 3y is 63. And I'm going to put in the other equation. Now this time, because I have a positive and a negative, I'm going to add them together. 15x plus x is 16x. Positive 3y add negative 3y is the same as just taking 3y away from 3y. So that's actually no y's. So we can just leave that blank. 63 add on 9, that's 72. So now we know that 16x is 72. To work out what 1x is worth, 72 divided by 16. And you'll find that that is 4.5. So now I know that x is 4.5. I'm going to put that back into one of the equations to find out what y is. Two ways you could do this. I could take the top one and I could replace that 5x with 5 times 4.5, and that's 22.5. Complete the rest of that equation, add y equals 21. First thing you'll probably notice here is that you've added something on to 22.5 and you've ended up with a smaller number, 21. So y must be negative. So if we find the difference between 22.5 and 21, that'll help us to work out what y is worth. 22.5 take 21 leaves us with 1.5. Remember, because we've ended up with a negative, that 1.5 has effectively been taken away. If you add on a negative, it's the same as subtracting. So if you take away 1.5 from 22.5, you get 21. So y is negative 1.5. You could do this another way and just replace that x at the bottom with 4.5 because you know that's what x is worth. If you do it that way, you've got 4.5, take away 3y equals 9. And again, you'll see you've taken a number away and you've ended up with a bigger number. So you know that that 3y is negative something. If you find the difference between 9 and 4.5, you'll find that you have 4.5. 4.5 is the same as 3y. So we divide 4.5 by 3, and that's 1.5. And remember, it was negative 3y. So y is negative 1.5. If you want to find more of my Maths YouTube videos quickly and easily, visit my website, click on the link for Math videos at the top of the home page, scroll down for the section of Maths you need, then click on the link for that playlist.